Good morning, boys and girls, and men and women, and anybody else who's watching. Welcome to this week's Illuminate Devotional. My name is Colin, and here are your illuminating minutes of illumination. So, this month of June, for these devotionals, we're talking about food in the Bible, nom-noms, and whereas there's certainly tons of references to food, we could probably do this topic for a full year if we wanted to. I am kind of enjoying finding food references in scripture and relating them to simple 5-minute devotionals for you guys, and I hope you're enjoying them too. And so we're going to continue that and maybe look into doing that for the month of July too. But in any case, this week I want to talk about bearing fruit. Of course, you hear several times throughout the scriptures the importance of bearing good fruit. The importance of showing good deeds to other people. The importance of your actions. And so we read about bearing fruits of the Spirit, but there's this passage in Matthew that talks about being recognized by your fruit, and the followers of Christ being recognized by the fruit that they bear, and also recognizing false prophets by their fruit. So the passage says that you will not bear good fruit from thorn bushes or from rotten trees, right? So a rotten tree will not produce good fruit. A rotten tree will produce rotten fruit. And even if it might look good on the outside, consumption will equal bare fruit, indigestion, and discomfort. However, if you have a good tree and you pick a piece of fruit off that good tree and you eat that fruit, it will be good and tasty, and it will not cause such indigestion. Let me just read this passage here really quick, and then we can discuss it a little further. Matthew chapter 7, verses 15 to 20 says, "Watch out for false prophets. They come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ferocious wolves. By their fruit you will recognize them. Do people pick grapes from thorn bushes or figs from thistles? Likewise, every good tree bears good fruit, but a bad tree bears bad fruit. A good tree cannot bear bad fruit, and a bad tree cannot bear good fruit. Every tree that does not bear good fruit is cut down and thrown into the fire. Thus, by their fruit you will recognize them." So here's really what I'm trying to say with this little devotional, is that this is life-giving, right? The scripture, the gospel, it's a message of good news. It's life-giving. It's loving. It's caring. If people are using this message to hurt other people, to tear down other people, to cause discomfort and indigestion, then it's likely produced from a bad source. It's likely a wolf in sheep's clothing. It's likely a false prophet. And so, like I was saying before, theology has sometimes been used for personal gain. It's been used to tear others down. It's been used to justify some pretty disgusting actions. And that's rotten fruit, often disguised or considered good fruit by the people who are producing them. And so, to wrap it all up, your actions should produce good fruit. If you are following the scripture, which is, this is a good tree, if your actions follow the scripture, then your actions will be life-giving, your actions will be loving and caring, and the fruit you bear will be good and healthy and life-giving as well. So beware of that rotten fruit that is used for personal gain or to tear others down. It's often coming from a bad tree. Does that make sense? I feel like I kind of ramble sometimes with these. I like to do them because I don't have a script laid out before me, and I just kind of take a passage and go with it. Sometimes I know that can mean I can ramble a little bit, but I hope this makes sense. Good actions good gospel bears good news. And so, if you're hearing good news from Scripture, that's good. Good trees bear good fruit. Bear fruit. Bear good fruit with your actions. I'm going to stop talking now for fear of rambling even further. Anyways, this has been your Illuminate for this week of June. What's today? June 15th when I'm recording. June 16th when it's posted. Rambling. I'm in a rambling mood. I'm going to go. I was born a rambling man.